Act 3, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Conclusion, wrap up. People are pissing and moaning about the whole Bruce Lee thing. Again, this movie takes place in an alternate universe. Spoilers ahead. Many spoilers. Spoilers. This movie takes place in an alternate universe. So it's a different Bruce Lee. I mean, that's all there is to it. It's a Bruce Lee that was arrogant. So, it's a Steve McQueen. I mean, they got Steve McQueen in this movie and a few other celebrities whose names, these celebrities are so old, I don't remember half of them. I remember Steve McQueen, but I don't remember the other two people you stand next to who are pretty famous. And it's like, I get it. It's like, that's cool to use famous people from that era, but it's not so different that I don't feel like you're really doing something all that different. And a lot of the movie, they're just sort of icing on the cake. They're like around the main characters. There's so much of the main characters, and those guys are made up, and the TV shows and movies that they're in are mostly made up. It's like, why not make up the rest of it at that point? You could go in any direction, and then I wouldn't have anything in my head. But that, I guess, is Tarantino's play. Like, he's playing off the knowledge we have in our heads about the Tate murders in that time period, and then he's sort of twisting it on its end and giving you a different ending, which is satisfying in a lot of respects. But like I said, it feels like a cheat to me. Feels like he's borrowing. I mean, it would be like me making a movie about Abe Lincoln, and then I keep showing you John Wilkes Booth, on his day-to-day life, and he's doing stuff, and maybe he's buying a gun, and, maybe he's acting because he was an actor, and, Lincoln goes about things, and blah, blah, blah. And then, towards the end of the movie, like, John Wilkes Booth, is thinking about killing Lincoln, and on the way, he meets the girl of his dreams, and he gives it all up, and he decides, I'm just going to get married, and I'm going to give up acting, and this was stupid, and he falls in love, and that's, he doesn't kill Lincoln, and that's the end of the movie. Part of me would say, that could be a cool movie, but, the coolest part is what happened after. What happened to Lincoln that he lived? How was the world changed? What happens to Hollywood now that Sharon Tate is alive? And, Roman Polanski and the whole thing. Give us a little of that. If you're going to give us made up Rick Dalton history, give us made up alternative history. I mean, give us the whole banana. Don't just, give us a taste. But, that gets people talking about it. So that's part of the tease, right? Everything in Hollywood is a tease. Gets you sort of brewing in your brain, oh, what if she had lived? How would Hollywood be different? Would it still be in its golden age? I kind of think Tarantino's saying that Hollywood wasn't in its golden age. It was already gone by that point, because Rick Dalton sort of represents that, and his career was kaput anyway and going downhill. And then the end credit scene where he's doing a cigarette commercial, that's like the death knell of an actor of that time, doing a commercial. My God, once you were in TV, it was hard to get out. That he could switch from TV and movies, that was a little weird to me, because a lot of guys, they couldn't make that switch. And part of the movie to me felt like, if I took, say, the life of William Shatner and just changed his name and changed the show and plopped him down in the middle of that time period, and then did a piece on, I don't know, the Apollo moon landing or whatever, or maybe the Tate murders, whatever. And then, he lived next door to Tate murders, and something slightly different happens. It's borrowing a lot from history, and I have mixed feelings about it. I mean, I made three videos on it, and so go figure. So I think, it's a greatly crafted movie with powerhouse performances. I wanted to see, I guess overall, I would have liked to have seen a bit of a stronger message in there. Something that would have really sort of giving me that last, this is it. This is why we did this. This is the deal. Didn't quite get that, but you know, it's a good ride. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, I say go see it. You know, see a matinee. All right, that's it. 3 videos. Way more than enough.